Flag goes up from behind. Gates are back and away and racing. Monumental was maybe 1 or 2 lengths slow into stride. We'll have to tuck in and race to the back end of the field. See You in a Bit responded quite well, immediately goes up to go and sit into a handy position, but Spring Palace from that outside draw is going to beat the rest of the runners to go and set the early pace. So Spring Palace out in front by 1.5 lengths, See You in a Bit on the inside in second. Then comes Lord Fifield, only 2 lengths off the early leader. Women's World is on the inside rail, racing the blue and yellow salts. Avignon further back in running. Then comes Zil Morris, who's racing about mid-division. No real gallop on at the moment and gets a few shakes of the reins. On here outside, we've got Hard Winter, who's racing about 3/4 of the field back. Kaiomai, 1 from last, and Monumental's last of all. About midway through the turn, with just over 800 metres left to go, out in front is Spring Palace by the better half of 1.5 lengths. On the inside, we've got See You in a Bit, the blue sleeves and the white body along the Lord Fifield is in third. Further back to Avignon, then comes Women's World. Hard Winter going towards the outside with Monumental. Further back to Women's World, and Kaiomai's got about 6 lengths to make up as they're into the final 2 furlongs. Out in front is Spring Palace, who's got a comfortable lead, but here comes the rest of the field now. First one to strike, Lord Fifield alongside Women's World. On the inside is Kaiomai as well as See You in a Bit as they're into the final furlong. See You in a Bit, Spring Palace. Kaiomai starting to lengthen his stride and move into the race, but it's Spring Palace. On the outside, Avignon is a mighty close finish here. Spring Palace is going to quicken up into the closing stages. Spring Palace gets there from Avignon, then got close between Monumental, Lord Fifield, followed by Women's World as well. On the inside is Kaiomai. The winner, number 10, Spring Palace, in the sorts of the Golf Racing Club Syndicate nominee, Mr. Kurt Felix. I believe that the syndicate is currently in Dubai at the moment, but right down the centre of the track, the yellow silks with the blue body is going to go from barrier to box and win the opening leg of today's bipod. Number 10, Spring Palace, JP van der Merwe for the Justin Snaith stable, wins race number 2.
Race 2, it's the www.capracing.co.za maiden juvenile plate. Winner number 10, Spring Palace, the son of Patala Palace. JP van der Merwe was aboard, but before we chat to JP, just to mention that Knowledge Sakula looks after Spring Palace, so he receives his R1,000. Thank you very much to Hollywood Bets, and also to mention Cape Racing. And JP, with regards to this horse, he looks quite nice, but he's still a little bit inexperienced.
Yes, 100%. I'm cantering down. I could feel it's a little bit aggressive, and with the George, Justin made it pretty simple. He just said, not too far off, but doesn't want me hunting out. But wherever he's pretty happy. I came out, he came out so well. Like I thought, what I'm gonna do from here. But I got to the front pretty easy when I got there. Pricked his ears. When I asked him the question, he quickened very well. He's obviously still a little bit small in the size, but I think if he matures, grows up, he'll be okay.
It looked quite a competitive race at the end there, but he looked to show good guts. Did it feel that way?
Yes, 100%. I got into the show, just let him roll where he's happy, and then as soon as the challenges came on my outside, he put his just flat back and he gave me to the line.
Well done for the win.
Obviously, well done to the old Snaith team and everyone back at home. Thank you.
Well done to JP van der Merwe, jockey aboard Spring Palace. Next up, we've got Justin Snaith to chat to us. Justin, well done for the win.
Thank you. A bit of a surprise.
Isn't this normally your string of owners who are actually trainers?
No, well, actually some of them are, but some of them are new guys in my yard that are now also becoming trainers, like Lance from Durban, Andre from Durban. These are all my new assistant trainers. So well done to Felix and the Golf Racing Syndicate. We were shocked after his first run. He ran an absolute shocker first time out, and we gelded him. Everyone was despondent and thought we'd bought a dud. So amazing here. I think he's very lucky. I think JP's just riding at the top of his game. When Kaiomai was way out of his ground, I was very surprised to see him that far back, and it was always going to make it hard for him to make up the ground in these conditions. As I said, really well done to all of them. I mean, it's a great, fun bunch of guys. I've known a lot of them through my racing career, probably been in a few nightclubs with them in my younger days in Durban and stuff like that. So very nice to still have them around and in my yard. So to all the group of young guys, good fun.
Definitely is good fun. Well done, Justin.
And obviously Justin and Mark that put it together with Golf Racing, and all of them well done. And then we get the 100,000 bonus, big thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm just about to present to you. So thank you for that. Well done to everyone involved. Well done to Madison Park Stud. And I'm just going to shuffle over so we can get the check-in picture. Well done to the guys. These bonuses make a huge difference. Well done, Justin. Good going. There you go. That's Justin Snaith, number 10, Spring Palace. And as you mentioned, son of Patala Palace, disappointed the connections on debut. Gelded and much better horse for it. So keep an eye on him. And well done to JP. We've got MJ standing by with Jabu Jacobs.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Jabu, he just ran Avion, got left and then ran a cracker into second.
Yes, MJ, as soon as the gates opened, he gave a little bit of a rear there. So I just lost about a length or two, but he ran a very nice race. He quickened, but he still needs further. He's looking for ground.
Type of horse that need to follow over maybe a mile or so.
Yes, definitely, MJ.
Jabu, what do you think of the ground?
The ground it's nice. I was 3 wide for a little bit, and it felt good, but it's kicking up a little bit, but not that much.
Jabu, thank you very much for your input. It's Jabu Jacobs, ran Avignon, also ran second. It looks like a nice horse to follow in the distant future. We're going to the replay of race 2 at Hollywood Bets Durbanville.